Hey guys, Haddy the creator here, sharing something new with you. I'm not creating anything in this video, I am just showing you my old sketchbooks. I figured I'd give you an old sketchbook tour so you can kind of see where I came from and kind of how my style has developed over the years. I think it's always fun to see an artist's background in sketches, to see kind of how they developed and grew their style over time. The sketchbooks I'm going to show you today are ones that I had through high school. So I have these two big old black books, and they aren't just sketchbooks, they are more like art scrapbooks. In class, I was always the kid that was drawing. When other kids were taking notes to study later, I would be drawing in my notebooks. My teachers would often get very frustrated with me as I would draw, but to be honest, I think I paid better attention when I was drawing. It gave me something to focus on, and I could just tune out and listen to them, as opposed to staring at them but be thinking about what I'm going to have for lunch or what I'm going to do after school. So let's jump in and take a look at these two sketchbooks. So here we have my two notebooks. One is a little bit older than the other one, so I think, yeah, this one is the first one. So let's take a look at this guy first. So what I would do is I would draw in my notebooks and cut them out when I had some time or at home later, and then I would just paste them in here. I drew a UPS truck chasing some dudes here. And I won't talk about things on every single page, but I will here and there. This one I remember, I made this character up. He was like a little home brownie that would steal people's stuff. So here's a collection of things he picked up around the house, like combs, spoons, nickels. Got some scissors in there. This is when I was first getting into watercolors. For this one, I actually glued a nickel in there, so there's a nickel. A lot of times people would look at this and try to pull that off, but it's there intentionally. It's a beggar. He's got his hand out with a nickel in it. Some weapons. Might need to go a little bit faster. I really like drawing these mech guys. I remember I was really proud of this one. I remember the pen, the Uniball gel or Uniball ink pen that I would love to draw with. Remember, I really liked this one, and I dripped water on it and made his eye all distorted. And this one, the arm wrestling competition, kind of reminds me of the movie Over the Top. This is from my anime phase I was into a little bit. I didn't really get too much into the anime, but I was trying to draw some anime-ish type characters. This is anime. More anime-ish. I don't know what this guy's standing on, like a thimble. Page full of faces. Faces is probably what I doodle up the most. I just like drawing faces. This is a chicken character I used to draw all the time. This was when my grandpa was teaching me some sumi art with sumi brushes. This is a brush pen. I've always been fascinated with Asian culture. A lot more of the chicken character I used to draw a ton. This looks like it's from year 2000, so 20 years ago I drew this. 20 years. Some caveman boys. Got a DJ down here. Doesn't look like there's much of a competition there. Little guy in a suit. I drew a little comic about him. This was actually on one of my book covers, the brown paper bag. A little spooky. Put some eyes on him, baby. 99, 21 years. This is actually one of my teachers I drew a picture of. This kind of stuff was more when I was really into Brian Froud. I was really into drawing pencil drawings with drawing fairies and elves and that kind of thing. Weird, strange characters I like to make up. This guy's body's hollow. He's kind of a goofy character. This guy's got grasshopper legs. And this guy's arms are his back legs. It's weird stuff. This guy looks like he's got some teats dripping stuff. I don't know. It's like a raptor face with this little sassy hand. No, no, no. This is actually my hand I was practicing drawing up. Dragon ate a frog. Some character design attempts. There's a big old piece of watercolor paper stuck in here. Some more watercolor. Some space stations. This one's a little weird. His nose deforms into his lip. Ears are connected. One of those strange doodle sessions. Must have been feeling depressed that day or something. That's kind of morbid. A little dark. This was an assignment in my art class. You had to cut out a little piece like a thumbnail of a magazine and then draw around it. The Industrial Revolution here. I really like the contrasting of these colors. This blue and this red look kind of cool together. Little centaur. Looks like Tom Green. Monkey Man. I remember I was really pretty proud of this wizard guy right here. Thought he looked pretty cool. This is a pretty cool design here. There's a satyr. This here I actually played Exquisite Corpse with myself. I probably played with somebody else and ended up cutting my drawings out since this is my sketchbook. So I cut the head and the body and the legs off separate. Kind of fun. Brandon Froud made a book where the premise was he caught fairies in the book and squished them. This was I was trying to do my own. Looks like he's flattened in the book like it was caught in there and somebody slammed it shut. More watercolor. This guy in a bunny suit. Reminds me of Ralphie from Christmas Story. This is when those baggy jeans were popular. Jenko jeans. This guy ain't got no pants on. It's probably what all Americans look like right now working from home. Zeus throwing lightning bolts. The mouthless girl, kind of creepy. Ugly. Ugly is right. Those are both pretty ugly creatures. Little sassy teacher robot. This guy right here was all drawn with one line. Remember, I didn't take the pen off the page doing it. Kind of cool. The homeless alien. This kind of has a Lion King vibe. We got some Pumbaa going on, and this almost looks like Pride Rock, but on a bigger scale. Little dude standing up there. This one, I drew a bikini on the guy after the fact. I drew him up and I thought it'd be funny to put some bikini lines and color it red. More of my chicken character. Looks like Mickey Mouse running a marathon or something. A couple more mice characters. Look pretty cool. Some scenery. Iceberg. And some more hand practice. I think that's possible. Some action practice. Little surfer. Check out that balancing act. Abu the Bucket Balancer. I remember that's what I called that one. This guy here is actually me drawing my watch, and I started drawing off of it. I had a watch band, but it looked like that. Joe Camel. I remember this. I remember I had to pee when I was in class, and my teacher wouldn't let me go, so I drew a bladder kind of pulsating. Kind of gross, but I remember some Mad Max or post-apocalyptic vehicles there. A siren. another character I made up. I drew quite a bit. It's a funny guy. So this character here, you might have seen him a few times before. I called him the Crackhead. He kind of got the nickname the Crackhead because he had this big old head, and one of my teachers told me he looked like a crackhead. So I drew "I love crack" on his shirt, but then I was embarrassed by that because I didn't want to put off the image that I was into drugs or anything, so I turned it into crackers after the fact. And this was a comic strip that I did for my school newspaper. It's kind of a simple premise where the superior race would be the stronger guys, but they are prisoner to the more intellectual, smaller guys. It was kind of me projecting my own frustrations at the world and how the world operated. A lot of times the guys with the physical labor jobs that do most of the infrastructure and stuff that we all enjoy are worked really hard and aren't appreciated as much, while the people that are out of shape are making all the money and the income inequality. So that's kind of what these are going off of. So you'll see a few of these in this book, probably in the next consecutive pages here. This is a similar one. He steps on this guy's toe and he has his big old muscle friend do the fighting for him, where he just points at him. This guy's laying in a puddle for him. Same with this, he's pedaling the bike, he's enjoying it with an umbrella. This TV's being problematic, so he has this guy over here adjusting the antenna for him to enjoy TV. This one, there's a fly bugging him when he's sleeping, and so he calls in this guy, wakes him up, which is more effort from him to come and take care of the problem for him so he can sleep. That's one ugly bird right there. This one, this pretentious little guy is sitting down and wants a drink while he's reading, so he just points at it. It's literally another few inches away from his hand. And I think a lot of these didn't get appreciated by my fellow classmates, but I understood what was going on. It was expressing something that was bothering me. It also stemmed a lot from like slavery. People would work on farms and things and be oftentimes a lot stronger than their masters, quote unquote masters. I just think that that's wrong. People are people and should all be treated the same. I like this alien guy. This looks like a scene out of The Hobbit. I remember these were some watercolors that were super cheap and really chalky. They just kind of put a film over the pen. You can't really see it. Saddam Crunchies. There was a war going on, I think Desert Storm or something like that, but it was a strange time. Stuff high schoolers draw, right? This was when I first got into micron pens. I was drawing with the littlest, finest tip one, and I don't think you can see these too well, but this guy, it says "Eat Poop" on his shirt, and it says "Peace" up here, Star Wars t-shirt. It's very, very tiny. I was kind of proud with how small I was able to get details in here. It's almost the size of like a Where's Waldo book. Got some nipple piercings over here. An interesting science fiction scene. I used to draw this style character quite a bit too in my earlier days. This guy's head looks like a giant bum. What were you thinking, Haddy? It's a butt head. This one, the glue kind of went through the paper a little bit. Gives it a weird look. And this, I was actually featured in my high school. I was pretty proud of that, so this is my display case. So these are all my drawings in here that I was doing throughout the year. And some final watercolors. This guy here, I was pretty proud of this guy. And that's it for this first book. It actually took a lot longer than I had thought it would, so I'm going to have to do the second book in another video. So hopefully that will come out in the next couple days here. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video, something a little bit different on my channel. I really enjoyed looking through these. It brought back a lot of memories and it was a lot of fun. I appreciate you for being part of this journey with me. Remember, you too are a creator. Keep on creating, and as you can see, I came from humble beginnings. A lot of my drawings weren't too good, anything too crazy. No matter what skill level you find yourself at today, just keep on going and know you will get better over time. Don't compare yourself to others, but compare yourself to yourself a week ago, yourself a year ago, and you will see the progress. And a lot of times it's a slow process. Just be patient patient with yourself and know you'll get there. This is Haddy the Creator signing out, and I will catch you on the next video. I don't even know if I'm in focus. I'm still learning how to use this camera.